What is going on, everybody? It's Rock D Lee. I don't know, man. I think I look cool like this. It's all about what I think. Anyways, so everybody, if you haven't followed this channel, go ahead and do so. I appreciate those that follow on Twitter, and I especially appreciate those that also are active in our Discord. That's going to be in the description of this video. But let's talk about One Piece live action, man. I'm gonna link it. It's gonna be the first link. Yesterday I did a reaction to that video, and I have some new thoughts since, you know, seeing the video, learning a little bit more about the actors, and interacting with some comments, right? So first things first, I only co-signed Luffy at the time. I was actually hesitant to co-sign Usopp right away, but I've officially given him my co-sign. Not that this matters in the grand scheme of these things, like Yaboyrocklee compared to these stars now, right? But since people ask what my opinion is, and then Zoro, the look, it's hard, man, because Zoro's a green-haired character. So when I'm looking at aesthetics, it was tough, right? But I think he's in a Rurouni Kenshin live action. I don't know if he was Kenshin or what the deal was, but I just saw a clip, and he's a badass. I saw his swordsmanship or his choreography, his athleticism, however you want to put it. I don't know if he's actually a swordsman. But the point is, I saw him put in his work, right? And as I'm saying that, we're going to circle up to my homegirl Nami, right? See, notice how, if you look at my reaction, you're going to notice the hesitation I had on Nami, right? I had the same hesitation on Zoro, right? But obviously I don't have Zoro wallpapers, or I don't screenshot them. I have a collection of the Nami ones. But you see, the comments that started to irritate me, right? And I'm not 100% innocent, but I consider myself self-aware. But the comments that started irritating me was like, oh, she shouldn't play Nami because her boobs aren't big enough. And it's like, we all want boobs, but it's like, come on, man. Really? Really? Because even myself, I caught that. I'm like, that is not a reason, right, for someone not to be able to play the role because, they don't have big enough boobs or the ass isn't big enough. It's incredibly shallow, man. It's incredibly shallow. I'm not going to act holier than thou. Of course, there's things I will look forward to. But I'm already going to say, I'm going to put this on the record. On the record. I have zero issue if Nico Robin is casted and the woman isn't, she doesn't have much of a bust. I don't like saying the flat word, but even though I just said it, I'm not going to have an issue with it. My wife was showing me Angelina Jolie and some of her prime pictures. I'm like, man, she would do a phenomenal job. But because of Robin was like 28 when she started, but because I'm expecting this to last a long time, right? There's 17, that does have to match the age a little bit better. And I kind of don't like sometimes A-list celebrities into these roles, because what happens is, and I might go off on a tangent, but it makes sense. What happens is A-list celebrities have a lot of say. They start pulling demands. If you don't do this, I'm not gonna do the next one. Angelina Jolie is an A-list. That's a lot of money. I like giving some humble people an opportunity, some people with some talent, and they're gonna become stars. But I don't want them to have the kind of weight that interferes with the creative path because they're top tier A-list people. Let the directors, let these producers do what they're gonna do. But anyways, and the reason why it was important to me that we didn't go too far into, the physical assets to play a female character is because, you're gonna have your thoughts, man. I'm gonna have it. But I'm highly against people putting it out there, and I know a lot of people are immature, and that's where I'm going to go with it, is because these people read that, and they just feel bad. Like, if you can't act that well, objectively, it's like, even that I don't say. I don't really say, oh, that person was a terrible actor. I will say that person was a phenomenal actor, but they got to read this criticism, and I think they got to be strong, and I got to read the criticism too, and that might be why I'm sensitive to it. But of all the criticisms, I definitely don't want someone physically looking in the mirror and saying or thinking or harboring I'm not good enough for this role because I wasn't born with the best assets, so to speak. You know, it's just like, yo, really? Now let me keep going because I can go on a long path here, right? These celebrities, and I don't put them on a pedestal. I mean, I enjoy a lot of them, like Dave Chappelle. I love it. I love Dave Chappelle, but at the same time, I love them and some of them. I love them and recognize though that they're human, right? They're human. So yeah, they may get a lot of money. These aren't even A-list celebrities. They're not even on the high money category. But whatever. They got feelings just like you and I. They just trying to make a living. They got daughters to feed, a mama to buy a house for, you know, college tuition they trying to pay off. They try to make it just like you and I. And, you know, they go and read a comment like these, and it doesn't do them well. It doesn't do them well. That's why I don't speak certain ways. I'll harbor the feelings. I'm not acting like I'm better than people. I will harbor the feelings, but it's not something I gotta put out in the world and put people down, you know? Here's the next thing. Now I'm gonna go into back to rant mode. Back to rant mode. Two things. Some people are like, oh, we don't want the live action. Oh my gosh, it ruins it. Then don't watch it. If you don't want the live action, don't watch it. But let my man Otis stack his bread. Let my man Otis stack his bread. You know, it's only good for the creator to spread his work. It's kind of selfish to be like, oh, they shouldn't do it. They should just stick to anime. That's selfish, man. Don't watch it, but let Otis stack those chips. And to me, it's only gonna do well because like how like some people are in the anime community are so holier than thou that, oh, live action, I don't want anything to do with it. Just like the live action people are like, oh, anime, those are cartoons, I'm too cool for it. I'm like, get over yourselves. On both sides, get over yourselves. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to One Piece being a live action because like sometimes when I interact with adults, because I'm like 50% neat, when I interact with adults on the outside world, I'm like, yo, this is what I like. And it's like, because man, I'll be honest, it's very hard to find adults in my category that, you know, like anime or like DC or like Marvel to the extent that I like it. When I say category, my category is I'm in my 30s. I can still go out and socialize. You know, I do real estate, so I could be at the real estate events. I'm talking to the mortgage lenders. Like I'm out. And then to like anime, that usually that's hard. It's hard to get that criteria. You know, like to the extent that I like anime, it's very hard to meet people in my professional field that like it. So anyways, to get them to watch One Piece of live action and say, well, you know, it's based on a manga, right? Manga? I'm like, yeah, and then we go on. Like it's getting people into the culture one way or another. One Piece is a lot of episodes. I probably wouldn't have gotten into One Piece if it wasn't for the reactions, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Originally I was like, yo, there's views on this show, I'm gonna get into it. But before you know it, I'm in it, man. I'm in it, and I love it. But my reasons for getting into it was different from a lot of people's. But the authenticity that I have for it is 100%. You know? And now I'll end this video, right? Because I went on for a long time. I'm gonna end this video and say, you know, a lot of these people that are like, oh, you know, her breasts aren't big enough or she's not thick enough. When I see the profile picture, because usually on YouTube you don't, but when I see a profile picture of someone on Facebook, I'll go into the profile. I'm like, yo, you can't even get the kind of girl that you want to be casted for in real life. Oh, I went there, guys. I went there. And I'm like, sometimes before you gotta do some self-reflection. You gotta look in the mirror sometimes. And I mean that with all due respect, kind of. Because I know that's a kind of a shallow, immature statement, but there's a meaning behind it. Like, it's never a person who looks like a young Brad Pitt. It's never a person who looks like a young Brad Pitt who goes, oh man, you know, I want her to be cast. I want her to look like this. I want her to look like that. Because the ones who look like Brad Pitts don't care because they get in them in real life. You right? So it's only showing, like, do you not get girls at all? So the only way to live this out is through the live action or the fiction, because that's it, you know? You know, actually the animated form, I don't really worry about it, you know, like, because it's literally animated. So drawing, hey, put some big ass titties on that drawing. Okay, I get that. But back to live action. You know, I'll watch a show, man, with all due respect. Sometimes the lady, you know, she doesn't have those assets, but her voice. Director Nasty will be with me. He knows. I'm like, you know what, man? I like the sound of her voice. She's sweet. Oh, but man, look at the arch in her heels, man. This lady takes care of her feet. You know, there's so much to appreciate over than boobs too. And I guess that's maybe because I'm not into boobs enough, but I thought I was. But there's so much, you know, for a woman. That's why, like, I asked, like, y'all not really going out because you there's so much more you could appreciate about a woman other than the boobs. And sometimes, oftentimes, it's like, yo, that girl is really smart. You know, if I talk finances, I was watching this in high school DxD. It was I can't say her name, but she's a Valkyrie or something like that. But I'm like, if I'm talking finances and a girl says, oh yeah, my portfolio, you know, I have 10%, you know, invest. And she starts talking about a portfolio. I'm like, damn, you know about a portfolio? Yo, your credit score is above a 700? Those are some attributes that, you know, that are important too, man. That's why, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, I kind of ranted. Like I said, that's why these vlogs are there. I'll say anything. Y'all can just listen or not listen, but there is so much to women other than boobs. Yeah, I said it. I guess it's because I'm a foot guy. Feet over boobs. That's how I end the video. Let me know that you made it this far by telling do you prefer feet or boobs? And now I kind of ruined the point of the video, because the point of the video was, among other things, leave that girl alone. Let's see her acting abilities as Nami. You know, let's show love. Get a season 2. Let's be positive. Let's not body shame at all. Okay? Especially these ladies. Yeah, I'm being a simp. Especially these ladies. Everybody is beautiful in your own right. I am Yaboyrocklee. If you guys haven't subscribed to the vlog channel, go ahead and do so. Check out my Twitter, check out my Discord. I got a whole bunch of social links in the description of this video. So until next time, guys, I'm out. It's not gonna be as cool. I gotta turn it